So there's these two guys, Michael Williams and James Porter, and they become stepbrothers when they were teenagers because Michael's mom, Sarah, marries James's dad, David. Now this is in Cedar Grove, Tennessee. We're talking small town, everybody knows everybody, church 3 times a week kind of place. And these two families, they're like town royalty. The Williamses own half the real estate in town. And the Porters, they've got this huge construction company that basically built Cedar Grove. So Michael and James, they grow up together in this big fancy house, and from the outside looking in, everything's perfect. Both of them marry their high school sweethearts. Michael marries Kate, who's like the queen bee of the local church group, and James marries Rachel, who runs this super successful wedding planning business. They all live within blocks of each other, they go to the same church, their kids play together. It's like this picture-perfect small-town life. But here's where things get wild. See, what nobody knows is that Michael and James, they're in love with each other. Yeah, you heard that right. These two stepbrothers have been carrying on a secret gay relationship since they were teenagers. They've got this whole system worked out. They go on business trips together, hunting weekends, all these excuses to spend time alone. And for 15 years, nobody suspects a thing. But then, Rachel, James's wife, she starts noticing something weird about her husband's text messages. She's not dumb. She starts keeping track of everything. She's taking notes, saving screenshots, even following James sometimes. Meanwhile, Kate's got her own suspicions about Michael. He's been so distant, never wants to be intimate, always making excuses. So she hires this private investigator, drops like 20 grand on it. Now here's where the story takes a dark turn. Rachel announces she wants to have this big family meeting. She tells everyone she has something really important to discuss. The day before this meeting is supposed to happen, Rachel goes hiking at this place called Lover's Leap. It's this cliff that overlooks the town. And wouldn't you know it, she falls right off that cliff. Police rule it an accident, case closed. 3 months later, Kate's at home alone one night. According to the police report, there's a break-in. They say it was a robbery gone wrong. Kate ends up dead. Single gunshot to the chest. 2 tragic deaths in one family, just a few months apart. What are the odds, right? But then this rookie detective named Anna Martinez starts looking into both cases, and she notices something that nobody else picked up on. Both women had recently made big changes to their life insurance policies. We're talking millions of dollars here. And that's not all. Martinez finds out that the day Kate died, she'd just met with this fancy divorce attorney from Nashville. But oh boy, you aren't ready for what comes next. See, Martinez starts digging deeper into these families, and she finds out that Michael and James had been moving some serious money around. They'd bought this property up in Vermont, like this beautiful secluded house that nobody knew about. But here's the crazy part. They'd been embezzling money from their companies to pay for it. Like, we're talking millions of dollars they'd stolen to build this secret love nest. Now, remember Kate's death that looked like a home invasion gone wrong? Well, it gets even crazier. Martinez discovers that Kate's own sister, Jenny, was the one who pulled the trigger. Yeah, you heard that right. Her own sister. Turns out Jenny had known about Michael and James's affair for years and had been blackmailing them. She was getting fat stacks of cash to keep her mouth shut. But when Kate hired that private investigator and was about to expose everything, Jenny realized her cash cow was about to run dry. So what did she do? She kills her own sister to keep the money flowing. Like, who does that? And then Martinez, the detective, she finds Rachel's hidden diary. And this is when the whole thing blows wide open. Rachel had known about the affair for months, but that's not what got her killed. She'd discovered something way darker, evidence that Michael and James had killed someone 10 years earlier, some guy who'd threatened to expose their relationship. Rachel had written everything down, including where to find proof. And there's more. Remember their dad, David Porter? Turns out he'd caught Michael and James together when they were teenagers. Instead of accepting them, he forced them into conversion therapy and threatened to disown them if they didn't straighten up. And get this, there was this local cop who'd been helping cover everything up because he was blackmailing them too. Like, everybody in this town was blackmailing everybody else. It all comes to a head during Cedar Grove's big Easter celebration. The whole town's at church, everyone's dressed in their Sunday best, and Detective Martinez decides this is the moment to make her move. But when she tries to arrest them, Michael and James completely lose it. They grab a random church member and hold her hostage, right there in the church. In the end, both brothers are serving life sentences. Jenny took a plea deal and got 20 years. That corrupt cop, they found him dead in his cell. They say it was suicide, but who knows? And their mom, Sarah, she still visits them every single Sunday, carrying her Bible and this old photo album. She says she's praying for their souls. And you know what's really messed up? That house they built in Vermont? It's still sitting there, empty. But people in the town nearby say they sometimes hear piano music coming from it late at night. Turns out, Michael and James used to play these beautiful duets together as teenagers. Some locals say it's haunted, but I think it's just haunted by what could have been, you know? Like, imagine if these guys had just been born in a different time or a different place. But I guess that's what happens when you live in a town where keeping up appearances matters more than actually living your truth. Shout out to Detective Martinez for cracking this case wide open, and shout out to Cedar Grove, Tennessee, where apparently everyone's got a secret and most of them are worth killing for.